This week's best MMA bets, we're talking UFC Vegas 70. I'm going to give you guys my most confident picks, the lock of the week, which is an underdog. We'll talk props / value bets, and then we'll finish it out with the parlays. Make sure you guys smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Turn the post notifications on and make sure to share the video as well. And let's jump into these most confident picks. I'll have them all up around the screen. First one I'm going to talk about is high value and a girl who I think is nasty and a chick that like you kind of got to keep your eye on right now. So it's going to first start it off with Gabriela Fernandez. Good line around -130 for her against Jasmine Jasudavicius. I think she's going to run her over. I expect a clear clinic in the outstriking on the feet. And then I think if you get in the clinch, knees by Fernandez are dangerous. She's a southpaw too. I feel like the grappling skill set is there. I can see her subbing Jasudavicius in this one. Definitely can see her touching her up on the feet and going on to win a unanimous decision. I think she's just clearly the better fighter, and the money line is what I like. So -130 money line. I will mention the prop of submission just to give you guys a crazy value line. It's sitting at +700. Really wide on that one. There's a chance it comes through, but I like the money line touch. Good value and high confidence. I really think this is a girl that has a bright future in the sport. Really nasty left body kick too. Her striking skills are pretty A1. I'm looking forward to seeing it on display against Jasudavicius. Good bet in my opinion. Yeah, women's MMA, there's that inherent little bit of extra risk, but I feel like this is a girl that comes through. We're going Gabriela Fernandez as one of the first for the most confident pick section. The next one is Trevor Peek. Now, I know he's going to be in a junkyard dog type scrap with Eric Gonzalez, but if there's a guy that can definitely overcome an early storm, it's a guy like Trevor Peek. He's proven that in the past. Gonzalez crumbles as fights go on, and he's getting touched up, hit, and hurt. I think he's getting beaten here. The money line is around -200 for Trevor Peek, so it's not the greatest tag in the world. But ultimately, I think he should get the finish. So if you went Peek to win by KO because he's a knockout guy, it is +110. Yes, it's only slight plus money, but you're still getting plus money, and all of Peek's wins are knockouts. I expect that trend to continue this Saturday with this matchup right here. Let's keep running the next of the most confident picks. I'm going to give you guys is going to be Andre Muniz, who's fighting against Brendan Allen. Expect the grappling skills on display. Muniz -205. Allen sitting at +195. I think Muniz got a real good shot to win it, especially because Allen is going to really be trying to fight hard out of these positions. There's a chance Muniz locks up a sub, but he could clearly win a decision using his better grappling. So Muniz to win money line -205. Muniz to win by submission +135. If it did go the distance though, which is definitely possible, Muniz decision +500. If you're feeling like Muniz might play it on the safer side like he did with Uriah Hall, there's a real chance he goes out there and wins a unanimous decision. I like sub. I'm picking sub officially. But value prop bet, Muniz by decision has a lot of juice. Money line, not a bad play either. The next one we're going to talk about, Mike Malott. He's -210 as the favorite in this one, so it's not crazy juicy line. But Johan Lainez is known to gas out. I feel like you're going to see Mike Malott finish him off. I'm going knockout win Mike Malott, but I do think sub is possible. My guy Mike Finch called club and sub on Moneyline the other night, so I respect my dude, and I like that ballsy call. Win by knockout from Malott, sitting at +215. The sub prop a little bit better, around +250. I like the chances of Mike Malott winning. So obviously, I do enjoy a money line touch on that one, or definitely a parlay piece. We'll talk parlays at the end. Mike Malott's a high confidence pick. He's going to beat Johan Lainez, who I think gasses out. Under 2.5 is -220. It's wide, but I also think this fight ends inside of the distance with Mike Malott getting his hand raised. So this next of the most confident picks, I feel like we could stir the pot a bit with this one. It's going to be a dog. Dog money, most confident pick. Eileen Perez seems to me better than Haley Cohen by a fair amount when it gets to the floor. I see her wrestling her. I see her controlling her in the clinch. I think that Perez had a shaky debut, but she's dominant from the top position and she's nasty and close. I think Haley Cohen's going to struggle with the pressure. I like the plus money. It's a good underdog at plus 115. Is it the best dog ever? Absolutely not. It's women's MMA. And it's not like crazy plus money, and you're not dealing with somebody who has fantastic KO power that maybe you can bank on to also get a knockout. I'm thinking Perez does have a chance to grind out a win. Also has got a chance to win by sub. I'll read both of them off. Decision win for Perez, plus 265. Perez to win by sub is where the real money's at. Is sitting at plus 750. There's a shot for it. I think she's going to win the fight. She's dirtier inside. Haley Cohen's good from the outside, and I like her kickboxing. She's obviously an athletic and strong girl. But she had a real close fight in the Contender Series, and I think that Eileen Perez can pull this one out and get the win. So I'm picking her to get this thing done. And the final of the most confident picks is going to bring us to the main event. Yes, I'm riding with high confidence on Nikita Krylov. I think he's getting the win, and I also think he's getting the finish. Minus 170 money line, Nikita Krylov. Win by submission, which I'm kind of feeling here, is plus 250. I think that Krylov on the top position as we get into the second or third round can actually find the neck of Ryan Spann. I'm going to call submission in this one. I feel like Spann will gas out. Would it blow my mind if Krylov pulled a TKO off ground and pound? That doesn't shock me either. I just feel more confident towards that side of submission. Krylov money line, as I said, minus 170. Not a bad tag. Yes, Ryan Spann looked tremendous against Dominic Reyes, but that's a very well past his prime and damaged Dominic Reyes. Yeah, he beat Ion Kutelaba, but that win I don't think has a ton of value at this point, and Zechiku beat him. And if you also look a little bit farther back, Anthony Smith ran Ryan Spann over. We've seen Ryan Spann's lights put out before. Nikita Krylov, an incredibly durable guy. I'm going to go Nikita Krylov as the final of the most confident pick section. Now, I want to jump to the lock of the week.
Don't tell Lord
Don'Tale Mayes, who I think is going to knock Augusto Sakai out. I got to ride with the power, the range striking, the size alone of Don'Tale Mayes, and I'm also putting that against an Augusto Sakai that's on a 4-fight losing streak, getting finished in every fight. Momentum in MMA is very important. He has 0. Whereas Don'Tale Mayes, his Hamdi Abdullah Wahab lost by a very close decision where he shut Abdullah Wahab's eye. Overturned, no contest. Abdullah Wahab pops for steroids. So he's going out there fighting with an Olympic wrestler who's juiced, and he's doing really fucking well. Now you're throwing him Augusto Sakai, who seems like a gust of wind is taking him out at this point. Glass chin Sakai right now. He's not taking good punches. Yeah, he's been hit by some hard strikers, but he's getting flattened. Don'Tale Mayes has enough power to flatline Sakai. I'm going to go Don'Tale Mayes to win it. And I'm saying knockout. I think there's nothing left in the tires of Augusto Sakai. Plus 115 Mayes, slight underdog, dog lock of the week. Sakai, the favorite, is minus 125. Knockout prop, which I'm actually feeling pretty solid about, plus 260. I like this knockout line. I'm going dog this week for the lock, and I'm feeling solid about it. Career paths going the complete opposite directions. Don'Tale Mayes, I think, still getting better as a fighter, and he's definitely got some real power. An Olympic wrestler was struggling getting him down. Augusto Sakai doesn't have the wrestling. I think Don'Tale Mayes is maybe one of the more underrated heavyweights, quietly working his way up the ranks, and he's going to be a real problem for Sakai when that cage door closes. He's getting the knockout win. Underdog lock of the week. Guys, let's jump to the props/value bets section, and I want to bring up the first, which is a prop. It's Charles Johnson to win by knockout. I think he's sleeping Ode Osborne this weekend. KO prop for Johnson, plus 300. Solid money line tag. Not really, right? The straight money line, minus 150. Johnson by knockout, though, brings you big plus money. I think Johnson's going to win the fight. I'm feeling pretty good about him winning. I didn't put him in the most confident pick section, but it doesn't mean it's not a confident pick. I like Charles Johnson by knockout a lot, though. And then, jumping to the next side, I feel like Levitt money line is real close. I wouldn't go bananas on playing him, but I see him out wrestling Victor Martinez and winning. Minus 105 Jordan Levitt. And then Levitt to win the fight by a decision is sitting at plus 400, which I think is fairly likely. Could he lock up a sub? Yes, it's around plus 200. But dude, that decision prop's juicy. The money line's not bad though at minus 105. I like Levitt's chances. Guys, let's jump to the final section, which my personal favorite, and I think plenty of yours too. The parlays. Let's talk about some parlays. Let's come up with a little something, something. So this one here is what I'll call the no balls parlay, the safety play. Suarez, who's a disgustingly wide minus 750. No, she wasn't in the most confident pick section. Not because she isn't high confident, she is, but because there's no juice on that money line bet. I didn't even want to bring it up. Joe Solecki, same type of thing. There's no juice on the money line bet. He's going to win. So if you can get like a Joe Solecki prop, maybe you played him by sub and then you parlay that up with Tatiana Suarez, Muniz, the line will be better. Depends where you're at. Some books don't allow those prop parlays. That's why I'm just bringing you the fighters that I like. So Suarez to win, Solecki to win, Muniz to win, plus 100. This one's boring though. I'm bored just looking at it. I want to give you guys a heat play. I want to give you guys one of those plays to get you pretty stoked. Let's find my guy here. Where's he at? Can we even find him? Joe Solecki. There we go. All right. Let's reset this thing and let me give you guys the doggy style parlay, okay? We're going to go Dontel Mays and we're going to go with Eileen Perez plus 351. I like the doggy style parlay a lot. I like doggy style here. Let's ride with it. I think this is a good play. I think there's a real chance it cashes. Let's take Perez off and let's take the lock of the week off because I want to, make it without the damn lock, because crazy shit happens, but I'm feeling good about this damn lock. So we got Mike Malott, Trevor Peek, Gabriela Fernandez. That's plus 300. If you're like, listen, I don't want to risk it on Trevor Peek. You don't want to play Mike Malott either. Gabriela Fernandez money line looks good too to me. I like this play a ton. I also think you could add in a Krylov plus 186. Sure, it's the main event. Risky. You'll be nervous heading into that main thing, but not a terrible way to do it. Muniz, another good one to add. But I feel like Dontel Mays and Fernandez, this is maybe more likely than the doggy style parlay, but it just isn't, as cool of a name. But slight favorite in dog parlay plus 287. I think this one's pretty money. I'm going to add to this one and just try to come up with an absolute fucking banger parlay. Plus 423 if you add in the supreme favorites too. Add in Muniz. And then if you also add in Mike Malott, let's add him in plus 1,000. Let's go Trevor Peek plus 1,640. And let's add in Eileen Perez. This is the real Hail Mary this week. Gabriela Fernandez, Dontel Mays, Joe Solecki, Tatiana Suarez, Andre Muniz, Mike Malott, Trevor Peek, Eileen Perez, plus 3,555. I'm not suggesting you guys go at this one with any bit of emphasis, but there's a real chance that it could come through. 2-3 fighters max is optimal for success. I like the doggy style parlay. That's my personal favorite, just because the name is sweet. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's best MMA bets. Definitely make sure to smash the likes. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Let me know in the comments, what is your guys' lock of the week? And do you agree with mine? Do you think Dontel Mays is flatline Augusto Sakai? Or do you think Jelly Ball Sakai can pull this thing out and shock me? And I guess prove the bookies right. But I think they're far wrong on this one. Much love, my people. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to drop a W in the chat, even if you got nothing to say. See you all on the next one. Peace, guys.